My name is Kristen Garriott and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. My dish today is the Louisiana Pecan Crusted Drum served with a Satsuma Creme Sauce. My inspiration for this dish was everything that I love about Louisiana. The fresh citrus and the delicious pecans are plentiful here. Black drum is a sustainable fish here in Louisiana. Follow along and I'll show you how I make it. First, we're going to make our Satsuma Creme Sauce because it needs a few minutes to thicken up. What you're going to do is take a small saucepan, set our temperature to about a medium. Then I'm going to add a local pecan oil. I love using local products here in my neighborhood. I feel like I'm contributing to the farmers and helping everybody out, and you get a good quality product as well. So I'm going to use a little bit of the pecan oil, I'd say about a tablespoon, couple turns in your pan. There we go. Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of finely minced shallot. You could also add a sweet onion if you prefer, maybe a little garlic. I just had a shallot in my cupboard, so I'm going to use that. We're going to let the shallot cook up for a few minutes. You want it to get soft and a little bit translucent. So we let our shallot cook for a few minutes. It's nice and soft and very fragrant. Now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of Satsuma juice. Just took my Satsuma, cut it in half, and squeezed the juice out. If you do not have a Satsuma, mandarin orange would work fantastic with this, or you could also just use orange juice as well. So a 1/4 cup goes in here. And then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of the Supery Sauvignon Blanc. This Sauvignon Blanc is going to marry well with this dish with its lovely citrus notes. It's going to add a lot of body and complex flavors to the cream sauce. I'm going to add that in. Give it a stir. Now we want to bring this mixture up to a boil. Once it reaches a boil, I'm going to turn the heat down to about a medium low, and I'm going to let this mixture reduce. Our wine and juice mixture have reduced to about 1/4 cup. You can tell it's gotten a nice kind of orangey color and it's gotten a little bit thicker. Now what I'm going to do is turn the heat to about a medium. And now I'm going to add a cup of heavy cream. Add that in. Give it a stir. Now I want to bring this mixture up to a boil as well. Once it reaches a boil, I'm going to turn it down to a simmer and let it thicken up. It should take about 5 to 7 minutes. Make sure you stir it occasionally just so the bottom doesn't scald or burn. While our sauce is thickening up, I'm going to go ahead and cook our fish. I'm going to set my pan to about a medium heat. I'm going to again take our pecan oil, generously grease the bottom. Don't want our fish to stick. Here I have some beautiful drum fillets. Drum is a locally sourced fish here in Louisiana. We have it in our stores all the time, all season long. It's a beautiful white flaky fish. Got this one from a local fisherman here in town right off the boat. I went ahead and cut the fillets in half. They were a little bit long for my pan. So I've cut those up. Now we're going to put a pecan crust on them. I went ahead and took 1 large egg, put a splash of milk, and a dash of a Creole seasoning. I like to use the Tony Chachere's brand, but any Creole seasoning will work nice. It's basically a blend of salt, red pepper, black pepper, chili powder, a little bit of garlic. It's just a nice kind of seasonal. So now I'm gonna do, with clean hands, take one of my little fillets, dip it in the egg mixture. So the pecan mixture, I did 1 cup of pecans and 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I went ahead and pulsed it in my Vitamix. We're gonna dredge it, make sure it's completely coated on all sides. Give it a nice little pat. Shake off the extra and lay it right in your pan. I'm gonna go ahead and do this with all of them. Then I'm going to cook the fish on both sides until they get a nice golden crust and the inside is nice and flaky. While we were cooking the fish, I let my sauce thicken up a bit. Now what we're gonna do is add some of the mandarin zest, or the Satsuma zest. We're gonna add some of the Satsuma zest. Some fresh dill, it's about a teaspoon from my garden. And a little bit of sea salt. Stir that up. Make sure all those flavors are incorporated, and now we're ready to plate.